Hi, it's Paul. Welcome to the November issue of the free How to Play Bass Monthly Ezine. Today's tutorial, we're going to be looking at a really basic beginner's level tutorial. It's Stir It Up by Bob Marley, based by Aston Family Man Barrett, of course. Only two parts to learn. They're very straightforward. Reason I've done it, occasionally I like to do really basic tutorials so that beginners can look at a song and go, hey, I can master that, even if they've only been playing for just a few days, and pick up a song, pick up the bass part to the song, and that sense of achievement really helps fuel their motivation to practice, to learn more songs, to get better, etc. etc. So I do cover quite a wide variety of songs in ranging from very basic, very easy tutorials to things that are a little more complex. This is one of the very basic ones. If you are a beginner, in the PDF after the printout of the notation and tab for the two sections of the tune that we're going to look at, which are the chorus and the verse, by the way, there is a little description of my Bass for Beginners course, which you can find either as a standalone thing, 30 lessons for $97, pretty good value in my opinion, and most of the lessons look at sequentially more difficult songs. So as you're going through the lessons, as well as learning some other stuff, you're also learning some songs. So you're learning some things that you can play at rehearsals, at jams, with your friends, stuff like that. So it's valuable real-world information. And then that song sequence is designed so that as you take it and learn those songs one by one, you become a progressively better bass player, and it helps your development as a bass player. So definitely worth checking out. So look at that in the PDF. This song is typical song I would teach for an early beginner. Very straightforward, but it's one of those songs that, depending on what kind of band you're in, you may play live. Over this side of the world, Bob Marley's really well known. He was massive in the UK, and in the days when I gigged a lot, which we're going back quite a while for that, we used to play a lot of Bob Marley and always got a good reaction. And the audience don't care if the song's simple, they just want to hear the parts, so that what they think of as the song is delivered reasonably faithfully. So if you're a more advanced player, there is a good lesson to get from this, and that is that even though you have chops to burn on playing a song like this, sometimes when you're playing in a live context, what's important is delivering the song, and the bass line is like a sub-hook of the song. And it really drives the song forward, a really powerful kind of sub-melodic part of the song itself. And if you try messing around with that too much, to display your chops or to get your chops into action, what you'll actually do is you'll break the connection between the band and the audience, because they'll go, yeah, I kind of know the song, but they're not playing it right. And the people in the audience won't necessarily know why it doesn't sound right to them, but they'll know it doesn't sound right to them. So it's an important lesson for more advanced players, in that sometimes with some songs there isn't much leeway for taking the parts, varying them up, putting your own stamp on them. Sometimes all you can do is take the parts and play them as faithfully as you can, in good time, with good feel, so that you complete your part of the picture, and then that whole picture is the song that the band pushes out and delivers to the audience. So good song for beginners to learn, and that is a great lesson for more advanced players to learn. It took me several years to actually fully understand that and learn that properly and apply it to my on-stage bass playing. I know it sounds very simple, but you do reach a point where you're tempted to go, oh, I can play some 16th note fills in here, and I can put in some chromatic approach notes and stuff like that. Sometimes the song doesn't require it, and you need to, what you choose for your bass part needs to be dictated to by the song. Okay, so either beginners or advanced players, or more advanced players, you can get something out of this, even though it's a very basic bass line. Let's move on and look at the first part of the tutorial, which of course is the chorus. first section, when the bass comes in, we're going to play a simple pattern. And that just repeats. So we're playing A, 2 C sharps, sorry, A is the 5th fret of the E string, C sharp, the 4th fret of the A string, D, the 5th fret of the A string, back to C sharp, that's the first bar, 4th fret of the A string. All the locations are in the PDF that comes with this video. And that's the kind of rhythm you want for that first bar. Then the second bar, you're basically playing major triads, D, F sharp, A, D's the 5th fret of the A string, F sharp and A, the 4th and 7th frets of the D string. And you go back down to the D and then repeat that pattern, but just a tone up, or 2 frets up, 2 semitones up, so E, G sharp, B, E's the 7th fret of the A string, G sharp's the 6th fret of the D string, and B is the 9th fret of the D string. So that pattern again for both 2 bars. And that's the basic pattern. Now, as you're playing along later on in the song, if you want to just up the rhythmic ante a bit, you can throw in some more 16th notes. So you can throw in some little rhythmic variations just to goose it up if you need to, but if you need to, you just play the nice basic version. That's the chorus section of the tune. Let's go and look at the other section of the tune, which is the verse part. Okay, the verse, another very straightforward part. You're going to play something like this. You just heard it with the backing track. Just going to play that and play that 4-bar pattern twice. So we're playing A, B, B, C sharp, A. First pattern, which is 5th fret of the E string for A, 7th fret for B, 4th fret of the A string for C sharp. So A, 2 Bs, C sharp, A. Then we're just going to take that pattern and move it up a string to D. So we're playing D, 2 E's, F sharp, D. D's the 5th fret of the A string, E, the 7th fret of the A string, F sharp, 4th fret of the D string, and again back to D, 5th fret. And that's just the pattern for the verse. So very simple, very straightforward. As I said in the intro, this tutorial is very, very straightforward, very basic. I often like to do beginners tutorials, so people who've just started can come to a tutorial, pick up a song, get going almost straight away, gives them a great sense of achievement and motivates them to learn more songs. So that's why I sometimes include beginners songs, and again, as I said in the intro, you'll find songs like this in the Bass for Beginners course, which is detailed in the PDF.